Hello everybody, my name is Kylo Cooper and welcome to episode 2 of Underrated Roblox Games. This is a series where I cover everything about an underrated Roblox game of my choice. If you want to know the specifics of what this series is about, I recommend tuning into the intro of the first episode of this series. In the intro, I cover basically everything that this series is going to be and go into some detail about what kind of games I'd go over and what I consider to be underrated Roblox games. But anyway, for this episode of Underrated Roblox Games, we are going to be going over BrickBattler. Now, the title of this game might sound familiar to some of you. That is because it was originally a Ultrakill inspired first-person shooter. The original BrickBattler was in fact a fast-paced first-person shooter with a bunch of weapons and enemies to battle. Now, I'm not going to be going into too much detail about this game, mainly because it was discontinued and it's not the topic for this video. And with that intro out of the way, I'm Kylo Cooper, and let's talk about BrickBattler.
Here we go! All right!
Out of my way!
Not even close.
So what is BrickBattler? Once a first-person shooter, BrickBattler has since been transformed into a hack-and-slash fighting game. Developed by Mei Noko, who I'll be referring to as Mei for the remainder of this video, BrickBattler is a hack-and-slash game where you travel through the different eras of Roblox. The game features fast-paced combat, flashy visuals, and even its own story mode. Similar to my Merc Fleet video, I'm going to be covering BrickBattler in different segments, sectioning off gameplay, the world it takes place in, and the story so far. So let's kick things off by going over gameplay.
What the hell is this?
Gameplay is a very important aspect of all games. Merc Fleet was a fast-paced shooter, Robot 64 was a platforming exploration game, and BrickBattler is, well, let's just say it's chaotic. BrickBattler, as mentioned before, is a character style-based hack-and-slash fighting game. Did you catch all that? Inspired by some of the greats of the genre like Devil May Cry and Bayonetta, the game takes you through the perspective of Swagman,
Alright!
a Robloxian who is fed up with the way Roblox is treating its platform, and decides to take measures into his own hands. I'll talk more about Swagman and the other characters in the story in the lore and story section of this video, but let's continue with gameplay. As Swagman,
Alright!
you are given a variety of tools in the form of the original Roblox weapons, with some slight alterations. Swagman also has a variety of different upgrades which can be upgraded via the vending machine. Here is where you can upgrade your weapons, parrying style, and upgrade other additional moves. Let's first talk about Swagman's main abilities before going into depth about his weapons. As of now, Swagman has two distinct fighting styles he can alternate through, these being his standing mode and his skateboarding mode. In standing form, you can run around and are given 3 dashes. These dashes can help you dodge attacks and close gaps between your opponent. As for the skateboarding form, you trade out your dodges for the ability to travel around the map really fast. In your skateboarding form, it also changes up your attacks, which I'll talk about as we continue. You can also enter this speed state where you go really fast and can even do some tricks. And lastly, by clicking X, you can block different attacks. And if you time things correctly, you can land a parry. Parrying is an easy way to just reflect damage and sometimes instantly kill your opponents. This is also an easy way to build up style, which I should probably talk about that too. Your style meter is a bar that appears when you first attack an enemy. By landing combos and hitting enemies, you will build up your style meter, with it going from dope, cool, bravo, awesome, swagger, and extreme. Style meter can also be kept up by clicking Q, which makes Swagman perform a taunt, each taunt being different depending on what your style meter is at. Your first ability in BrickBattler is the Linked Sword. The sword is a close ranged killer with close range slashes, air combos, and an unblockable ability which is this lunge ability, similar to the Stinger ability from Devil May Cry. An important mechanic with each of the weapons is its target combos, the sword in particular having 2 target combos. By clicking your left mouse 3 times, you perform a target combo. However, if you click left mouse once and then right click, you throw your sword on your foot and spin around doing a barrage of attacks hitting multiple enemies all around you. If you were to just right click without doing any hits, you would perform an uppercut attack which sends enemies into the air. The sword is kind of a little bit of everything, combining a strong crowd sweeper with the ability to create a lot of high damage combos and openings for you to attack your opponent. The skateboard alteration for the sword is most definitely a crowd control tool. When you are on the skateboard with your sword equipped, you swing your skateboard around doing multi-hitting attacks. Your special E ability is similar to the lunge you get with the sword, but is a full-on multi-hit attack. For your target combos, you are given a nice M1 combo string full of different barrages. However, if you do an M1 into a M2, which is a right click, you perform a 2-hit sword combo which can lead into another target combo string. The skateboard ability is by far my favorite. Its fast speed and quick fluid combo strings are just really great. And also because it takes advantage of one of Swagman's passive abilities, that being his healing ability. As Swagman, you are literally a glass cannon. You can deal massive amounts of damage, however, you are not that durable. So in order to make up for Swagman's low HP, by hitting opponents with different attacks, you will gain HP. This is indicated by the green boxes that would appear over your character when you are hitting them. I should also mention that you do get full HP if you land a parry as well. Now the second ability that is available to you in the game is the Slingshot. The Slingshot takes the form of dual pistols which can be used to rapid fire at your target. Kinda reminds me of something now that I think about it. However, if you right click, you will do a 3-hit target combo similar to the sword and skateboard. You can also hold down right click to charge up a close ranged punch attack that deals high damage. With the Slingshot, you are also given 3 abilities that you can upgrade in the vending machine. Your first ability being a simple close range barrage, similar to yours truly.
That's all you've got.
Your second being an air barrage where you shoot bullets all over the place. And your last ability being a passive called Flame On. When you fire at opponents, you will notice a small heat meter appear above Swagman. Once this meter is full, you cannot fire your guns until the cooldown is off. However, this activates your flame on mode, where all of your slingshot moves become much faster. Those are all the weapons within BrickBattler as of right now, yet the developer May still has plans of adding 3 more weapons, these being the Super Ball, Paintball Gun, Rocket Launcher, and an additional 4th weapon taking the place of the sword. Alright, now with the gameplay section covered, let's move on to the lore section of this video, which to me is one of the most captivating aspects of the game. So, let's get into it.
Foolishness, Dante. Foolishness.
Alright, to sum up the cutscene I spent way too much time on, Roblox, or I guess the owner in this case, is lazy and doesn't care about the current state of their platform or their player base. Instead of listening to them to better the platform, they want to find these mythical, or I guess in Roblox terms, limited weapons in order to erase the classic era of Roblox. Basically doing whatever they can to not appease their people. The backstory we just covered all leads up to the main story and to our protagonist of BrickBattler, which I'll be getting to. But the reason I want to explain the backstory is because the premise of the game is somewhat relatable. It's not a surprise to anyone that Roblox has had a lot of changes over the years. And one thing that Roblox has always been struggling with since the modern era was its identity. The logo has gone through multiple changes, game-related events have been taken away, R-Throw, or whatever it's called nowadays, has started to be pushed more. And now they're attempting to erase Roblox history by removing old Roblox accessories and iconic Roblox staples. Now, what does this have to do with BrickBattler? Well, the game's whole focus is on you battling against different Robloxians in order to save the classic era of Roblox. When you start the game, you begin by entering the Roblox headquarters in order to stop the owner of Roblox from erasing Roblox history. Now, for some of you, this story may not seem too intriguing, but for a Roblox player like me who's been around since 2015 and watched Roblox change over the course of 8 years, it becomes really intriguing to play as Swagman as you literally fight against Roblox. Speaking of Swagman, let's talk about the story so far and how it's progressed. Starting from the main menu, you pick a game mode, select your difficulty, and enter the story mode. The story mode structure taking a similar format to how Ultra Kill levels are designed, with each chapter featuring 4 regular levels, 1 boss level, and 3 secret levels per chapter. Entering the first level, we are introduced to Swagman. Swagman, as of now, all we know about him is that he's pretty optimistic and loves action and the thrill that comes with fighting. Swagman alongside his sister Dope Girl are on a mission to infiltrate the Roblox headquarters in order to use their time machine and travel back in time. Now, most of the story takes place through these small cutscenes before and after each level, each cutscene being drawn by May in a pretty interesting art style. Taking inspiration from early 2000s emo art, the characters have fit in really nicely with the old Roblox backgrounds they are put in. This also brings up the fact of how each character is designed. Each character's limbs being this dark, eerie color being depicted with these rugged spikes coming off their body. Then going to the chest piece, which is usually just a base color leading to multiple accessories on their heads. This iconic yet simple look for BrickBattler's characters has led a lot of people making their very own BrickBattler OCs and drawings. After you beat the first stage, we get a small interaction between Swagman and Dope Girl, before we get introduced to by far the best character, Shotgun Man. Shotgun Man is kind of an idiot, but he's just so silly and I love him so much because he's the best character and I will argue that. Anyway, Shotgun Man reports to Roblox that there's intruders invading the HQ. While it may seem like it's just a silly interaction, we do learn some valuable information from this exchange. We learn that there have been multiple intruders who have invaded the Roblox headquarters and that Swagman apparently looks different from the rest. A key factor being that he's blue. Now, that may not seem like a lot to us, but it's just speculation, so whatever. After we beat the second stage, we enter the time machine. Dope Girl turns into a hologram and tells us that she can activate the time machine and send us through time, when suddenly, Shotgun Man appears. And after a short interaction, we begin our first boss fight against Shotgun Man. The fight with Shotgun Man is a tough battle, with most of his attacks being ranged. Now, at first I did have trouble parrying his attacks. However, the best way to deal with him is to try and parry his shotgun blast. These I found to be the easiest to parry, and after doing a combo on him, if you back up far away enough using your dashes, he will almost always follow up with a second shotgun blast that you can parry. At the end of the battle, we get a small cutscene and can visibly see that the two are exhausted from their battle. However, Shotgun Man seems to gather a bunch of energy and is ready to beat Swagman, until suddenly, Swagman lifts up his pistols and in Devil May Cry fashion,
Remember what we used to say? Jackpot.
okay, he doesn't say jackpot, but he did the pose and you get it. After Shotgun Man seemingly dies, it turns out that the characters can't actually die and they'll respawn at their spawn point, which is shown when Shotgun Man appears back at Roblox's HQ. This will probably be an important aspect, showing that bosses will probably return in the future. We are then brought to 2015 at the Roblox HQ. We hear a loud slam and see Shotgun Man and a brand new character enter the room. This new character is Builderman, who definitely reminds me of another character from a different series. Confronted with the owner, Builderman explains that Shotgun Man has failed his purpose and let the intruder get away. And my poor boy got fired, rest in peace. This is when we get introduced to another new character, ironically named Cool Man. Cool Man is sent to 2007 in order to retrieve the Amethyst Periastron, and Roblox has finally begun their plan to collect all 7 Periastrons. And that's the story so far. There are a lot of things to speculate about what is to come next, but recently May has released an outline for what the new levels are going to look like. Spoilers, if you want to see them, just join the Discord and check it out. I'll probably make a follow-up video to this or something about some theories for the story I have, because there is a lot of information that is given to us by just observing the level names, the level orders, the numbers of levels per chapter, and even the bosses that will come in the future of BrickBattler. And now we have made it to the end of this video. As always, I would like to give a huge thanks to the people in the BrickBattler Discord server, and another huge thanks to the developer May. She helped me get a lot of information for this video, and she even did a small interview with me, which I really appreciate. Now, this game is absolutely amazing in every way, and personally, I can't wait to see where this game goes. If you haven't played this game, I cannot recommend it enough to you, as it's an absolute gem of a Roblox game. And if you want to actually support BrickBattler in any way, I recommend donating and even joining the Discord server for future updates. And that concludes episode 2 of Underrated Roblox Games. I would like to thank all of you guys for tuning in and making it through this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one.